me and Team Ragadog are going to do this shit back to back. Luis Grulet's next. But back to back to back, we're going to keep seeing you guys in the winning circle. And yeah, these fucking Gen Z kids, huh?
Raw Dog, that was a raw performance. How are you feeling?
I feel good, man. I'm just happy we got the fucking win. That kid's tough as shit. There was a lot of things that I didn't expect. My corner fucking hit an audible for me. That last round, they're like, hey, quit wrestling up and giving up your back. Play guard and use that to get up. Play guard and use that to escape. And that was a big difference maker. I really trust my guard. I think I'm really dangerous with my guard. That kid, if he got my back, was hard to escape. I was actually really surprised by that.
You said that the game plan going in was you were going to knock him out in the first round, but like, did you have anything like in the back of your mind, like if it was going to go 5 rounds, like what was the game plan?
I really believe I'll beat anybody in the 5th round. I think I'm a 5-round fighter. That's why I campaigned so hard in this fight. I really believe that this fight could have took place in the Sphere, but I believe I'm a 5-round fighter, and with the number 1 next to my name, I should be in nothing but 5-round fights. I think flyweight should always be in 5-round fights, and I think I should always be in 5-round fights. As long as I have a number 1 next to my name, as long as I have a ranked spot, I believe 5-round fights is what I should be doing, and I believe in myself to the end.
Was there anything that you didn't expect from Taira? Just like
yeah, I didn't expect any of that shit. I thought I was gonna cruise through him, honestly. I give that kid a lot of respect. I give that kid a lot of praise. I 100% believe that he's gonna be a champion one day, and I've said that before this fight even took place. I said that before I even knew we were going to fight. I have a post from like 2 years back, and I'm like, I'm here with the future of the flyweight division. That being said, I thought I was going to cruise through him. I didn't think that fight was going to be close. I thought 2 minutes in the first round, you're going to see me walk out with a submission or a knockout or whatever it is. I'm 5th round in. I'm looking at my corners, and I'm like, I can't believe this shit went this far.
Usually, we've seen you when you get locked into a body triangle. You can usually get out of those. How tight was his body triangle?
Yeah. I go against this kid named Wilson. The best body triangle I've ever felt in my whole entire life. I think he helped me escape that Pantoja. And that's how Wilson feels. I couldn't believe how tight that body triangle was. I literally thought the moment he got it, I was like, I'm gonna escape this. This is gonna be nothing, and it was something, man, and that sucked. And then on top of that, Wilson doesn't punch me in the face, so yeah, that was not fun. But I'm happy I got the W. I'm happy I could experience that. I'm happy I could be humbled a lot because I was really not being that humble in the back.
On top of that, like you were punching him. He was just kind of walking forward. Like, did you expect him to be as tough as like especially that 3rd round, like his body language was not responding well. What do you think? Is it just his like 24-year-old chin? Like what is it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know really. Your guess is just as good as mine. I was cracking him pretty good. I thought the first round I was able to get a good read on the striking, and I'm like, okay, cool. I think I have a pretty big advantage here. That 3rd round came, and I caught him with that knee, and I was like, okay, cool. I think this is gonna be over here. I was having a nice, pleasant conversation with Herzog. He was telling me to quit doing the shit I was doing, and yeah. I honestly, man, all respect. I think Herzog's the best ref in the world. He was really good at communication. He was really good with that stuff. Yeah, I'm just happy I was able to pull this one off.
Obviously, you're in a weird situation in the division. On top of that, it's kind of crazy. Since your UFC debut, you've never fought outside of the rankings, which is like insane. But with the division, how it's ranked up, and you kind of called your shot. You like to be a backup for either of the 2 flyweights coming up. What do you see next? Like, do you feel like...
I see a title shot next. There's no way about it. I have a win over the whole top 5 of the division. I'm all about rematches, but that being said, is like I earned my way to a title shot. I took a short notice against the number 1. I just took out the hottest prospect in the division. I think a title shot is what's next for me, and I'll be the backup for the title fight December 7th.
I want your thoughts on the title fight. It was announced today that Pantoja is fighting Kai Asakura. What are your thoughts on that? And what are your thoughts on Kai Asakura coming into the promotion and getting a title shot right off the bat?
I've been watching Kai Asakura for a while. I think he's sick. I think there's a lot of cool things. He's yet to make flyweight, so I'll be there and I'll be ready just in case he doesn't. That being said, I'll give that man his roses. I think that he brings a lot of excitement to the division. I think he could take out Pantoja. I think if Pantoja grapples him at all, it's going to be over. That being said, the fight starts on the feet.
And then finally for me, Louis Goulet is up next. What can we expect from that Savage on Tuesday?
War, violence. This kid is something different, man. He's brutal. I was saying this before. Luis Goulet has a very good ground game, a very good submission game. He chooses to beat the shit out of people. He chooses to be violent, and that's why I hate training with him, and I love training with him. Man, he's the reason I'm here right now.
Right over here. Congratulations on the performance. Is there a part of you that is hoping that Amir Albazi doesn't get pushed to the shot over you in case he does have a great performance against Moreno in November?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I hope he goes out there and shits bricks. Honestly, I think he's the big what if, But that being said, never been that impressed by his performances. I don't really expect anything different.
Sure, and I guess you could say you're kind of like on a revenge tour since the loss of Pantoja, with Moreno and now at Taira. So to complete that tour, you'd obviously want to have the belt on your waist soon. So what would you approach differently if you would, inside or outside of the cage, if you get another opportunity at gold?
Yeah, I'm going balls to the wall, bro. I trust my pace. I trust my cardio. I trust a fifth-round raw dog, bro, is a dangerous raw dog. I trust myself. I think if I ever fight Pantoja again, maybe I shouldn't be telling my secrets, but I'm going straight after him. I think I played it too safe. I was a little too worried. That being said, I'm going forward. I'm going guns a-blazing, and that's what I'm going to do.
And I know you touched a bit on it when about Kai Sakura earlier this week, but how excited are you for that signing, just for the eyeballs that it can bring to the flyweight division? And do you think this is the best state it's been in the past few years, just given all the promise it has?
Yeah, for sure, man. Did you guys see Clayton Carpenter today? I've been hot on that kid for a minute. He's been sick. He does some cool things. I was watching him through LFA. He does a great job. There's so many up and coming kids that I'm like, damn, they're sick, And Luis Goulet being the hottest prospect of them all. So you look down the division up and down. I think this is the most exciting it's ever been. It's hard for me to say that because I'm still fixated on the WEC days, and I would always look up to the guys that I look up to. But that being said, if you look around all around right now, these guys, these newcomers, everybody that's in here, Mick Maynard's done such a good job at developing this flyweight division that I think it's just an exciting time.
And we know you're obviously a fan favorite fighter, fan-friendly guy to watch. So what are you going to do to stand out amongst all these new prospects and just the way the flyweight division is shaping up to be for the coming years?
I'm just going to keep beating the shit out of these Gen Z kids, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just have to put balls to the wall, put my gas down, and learning. There's a lot of lessons that needed to be learned today, and me and my team are going to go back to the drawing board. Me and the Raw Doggers, that's what we call ourselves. I'm just kidding. Me and the Rebellion, me and the, the Dropouts. What are you guys, what else do we call ourselves? I don't know. The Misfits. Whoever's fighting the week is really who gets the say of what our team name is, and that's why we're the Raw Doggers this week. But we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to keep growing, and we're going to make some things happen.
I saw you embracing Khalil Rountree when you were leaving the cage. So what did you think of his performance?
Oh, man, he's sick, right? I always thought he was cool. I think he's violent. And my favorite part of the sport is just, I love the arts, but you just got to love a violent motherfucker, And Khalil Rountree is that.
Agreed. And last one for me, what's the message to all the Raw Doggers that have stuck with you thick and thin?
Raw Dog's always sticking, huh? I don't know. I got nothing, man. I'm sorry for fucking making that close, but we'll go balls to the wall every time, man, and no regrets out there.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I have two follow-ups for you. What did you tell Taira right after the fight? He looked, after the decision was read, it looked like he was...
I told him, man, anything he needs. He comes to Colorado. I've trained with him before. He does a month in Colorado. Anything he needs, anything that I could do to help him get that belt, anything. He needs a ride. He needs a fucking place to stay. He needs food, any of that. He's more than welcome to stay at my house. He's more than welcome to borrow a car. He's more than welcome for me to drop him off. That kid comes to Colorado. I don't know how he gets around, but you could see him training in all these rooms. He's doing anything he can to become champion, and I thought it was really evident. Man, that kid... to fight me is a fucking level up. He's putting highlight reels on. I was watching his highlight reels, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm an underdog. I don't know how any of this stuff is. I was watching his highlight reels. I'm like, I don't even know who any of these guys are that he's highlight reeling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over here in my head. I'm like, you guys are underestimating me, yada, yada, yada. That kid leveled up. That kid leveled up to fight me, and he's going to do it again in his next fight, and so on and so forth. But that kid leveled up to fight me, and he did a great job.
And finally, you got Fight of the Night. I think you said on the post show that you plan on buying a gym and then helping out the kids in Colorado. Can you just explain that a little bit?
Yeah, man. I really want to put together a nonprofit, and obviously the gym's going to be for profit, but I really have it in my head that I want to, what I really want to do in my life besides martial arts and becoming a champion is I want to use my platform to help out kids. I want to use my platform to start a Boys and Girls Club. I want to use my platform to give back and just give kids an opportunity. I work with a lot of Hispanic kids, and anytime I go talking to the schools or I talk to the kids, it's just like, you know, everybody wants to be a basketball player, a football player. The Hispanic culture grows up to be 5'6", 5'9" tops. And it's like, if I want some of these kids to go to college, we can get a wrestling program going. We can get, you know, and it's just like in these poor neighborhoods, they got limited resources. These kids are taking care of kids. These kids are forced to grow up at a young age. And I don't know about you guys, but I know, you know, I was getting in trouble when no one was around. I was getting in trouble, and it's like these kids are babysitting their brothers and sisters. These kids are, you know, raising kids, and it's like I want a place where a kid could be a kid. I want a safe zone. I want a place where there's gonna be tutors, counseling, all the above, and that's my ultimate dream. Is just that's my goal after MMA is just to have a fucking safe place for these kids and the new generation, and to give back to the place that gave back to me, you know, and. That's the ultimate goal. Is if I wasn't using my platform for something good, then who the fuck am I, you know?
Congrats on the win, but just a quick one. Amazing fight, by the way. It was like watching a John Wick movie. What was you and Herzog talking about?
Juan Wick. After the fight?
You know, you said that Herzog was saying like...
Oh, he was telling me, quit fucking hitting him in the back of the head. I was like, all right, bro, my bad. I don't know. Then I think he was telling me just quit cheating. But yeah, just kind of that. It was just he was just like, hey, bro, you're grabbing his. I think he was saying like my hands were open and like, you know, it was just good communication. It's just shit I didn't know I was doing. It was just natural instincts of just like I'm trying to win a fucking fight here, you know, and by any means necessary. So I appreciate him for communicating with me because sometimes I don't even know I'm doing this shit.
Right on, man. Thank you, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
I just have one follow-up. Brandon, just one follow-up. Sorry. It was just last year when you were put on the prelims for UFC Kansas City, which was later labeled as a mistake from Dana and the company. So do you feel like as if these past couple of fights have really removed any doubt and just underestimating you as a fighter?
I've been in 5 rounds ever since then, bro. Like I appreciate it, Dana, and I hope that I could continue to earn this spot and continue to be in some of these top positions. But I think, like I said, I deserve some of these main event spots. You know, I'm a threat everywhere. I feel like I got to show it as much as I wanted to, but I'm a threat everywhere, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.